Good morning, friends. Today is Tuesday. I have had pretty much a slow morning. It's been really great. I woke up to pouring rain, which was amazing. I absolutely love the rain. So it's been a great morning. I took the dogs out once the rain dissipated a little bit, and I have gotten ready for the day. I have a few things in store today, but this video is going to be a fall cozy treats video. So I'm so excited for this one because I did a drink one, which was so much fun to do, but food is more my thing. So I'm super excited to spend the day cooking up some delicious treats and sharing the day with you guys and sharing how I make them. I'm going to have all the recipes in the description, but I will make it a little bit easy to follow along with me as I go. I have made a latte for myself this morning. I used Trader Joe's pumpkin oat beverage and their maple oat beverage, and they both taste so delicious with a nice espresso shot. So that is what I did this morning. I'm feeling nice and festive. I actually have Freeform going on my TV. They have the 31 Days of Halloween. So I've just kind of had that on all the time and whenever I'm home and just around. So it's just feeling real festive in here right now. I got a pumpkin candle lit. Let's get our first recipe started. So the first recipe that I have ready for you guys is going to be chocolate chip pumpkin waffles with a whipped topping. Now, according to how you eat, you can adjust the recipes and the ingredients that I use. But in my case, I'm going to be using Simple Mills almond flour pancake and waffle mix pumpkin. You can also totally make your own batter. I have a ton of recipes on my Instagram page of different healthier waffles and pancake alternatives. I really like Simple Mills though because it is almond flour and it usually just tastes delicious. So that's what we're going with today. I have some Enjoy Life mega chunks. They give you more of that chocolate taste and that like bite of chocolate in every piece. So love that. Let's get to it. I'm so excited to cook this up and to eat it.
First thing I did was put my mix into a measuring cup and dump that into the bowl. Next, I grabbed one egg and broke that into my bowl. Next, I put some vanilla extract into a teaspoon and put that in. Next thing I did was add my pumpkin oat milk. I used this milk instead of regular oat milk, hoping to give it a little bit more of a pumpkin flavor. Next, I grabbed my coconut oil. I put that into a separate bowl so I could melt it. After melting it, I put that into my bowl as well. Next, I gave it a real good mix. Then I added my chocolate chips. Gave that another nice mix and added it all into my waffle maker.
Alrighty, we have finished our first recipe. Currently, it is in the waffle maker. I'm super excited to see how it turned out. It's pretty easy and somewhat straightforward to make waffles, of course. I just always get excited with the pumpkin chocolate waffles, and I can't wait to just kind of make it look aesthetically pleasing and beautiful on a plate. So let's get to that. house, which is on the floor in front of the sofa, eating at the coffee table. I'm a floor person. I love the sofa as well, but you know, there are just some times when you gotta sit on the floor. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy these incredible waffles. I kind of am trying to plan the recipes out throughout the day, and I think I'm just kind of gonna eat the recipes that I make. So we are starting out with our first recipe, which is the waffles, and they're incredible. I'm probably gonna watch some Cruel Summer. I am watching it on Hulu, and I have kind of gotten behind on it, and it is kind of like a spooky, suspenseful show, so I think it's perfect for right now. It is still a little bit chilly out. It stopped raining. I'm probably gonna take the dogs out after I eat, but in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy these, and I will catch up with you guys after that. All right, my beautiful people, we are back in the kitchen. I finished eating my waffles. They were incredible. I did a little bit of housework, took the dogs out, and I think we are ready now to start our second recipe of the day. So our second recipe of the day is going to be from minimalistbaker.com. It is a pumpkin maple pecan granola. Allison Bickerstaff made this the other day, and I actually had a more complex recipe that actually wasn't even gluten-free that I couldn't eat, but I thought would be fun to do, but I ended up running out of time, felt overwhelmed about making it, so I decided to do this instead, which I'm super excited because this is going to make our house smell amazing, and I will probably have it for lunch. So, getting right into it.
First thing I did was get my oats. I used 3 cups and I put that into my glass bowl. Next, I put a few tablespoons of some coconut sugar. Then I added some salt. Sprinkled in some pumpkin pie spice. Then I gave that a good mix. Next, for my wet ingredients, I put some pumpkin, some maple syrup, and some coconut oil. All into a saucepan, put that on a low-medium heat, and just continuously stirred until it was a continuous texture. Then I put it all into my dry mixture. And gave it a real good stir. I did have to stir for quite a while for it to get the consistency I wanted and for the wet ingredients to get all over the dry. Then I put it out on my baking pan, made it uniform and even, and threw that right into the oven.
I just threw the maple almond pumpkin granola into the oven. It already smells amazing, so I'm so excited to see what it makes my house smell like. Once again, I will probably do a little housework while it cooks, and then I will check back in with you guys once it's done. Just got the granola out of the oven. I am doing a little taste test. Really good. It's definitely a little bit more chewy than like granola I'm used to or the granola that I usually make. But it's still really good and the flavor is delicious. My home smells amazing. So that was a success. Once it is cooled down, I will show you guys how I would eat it, what I would eat it with, what I would pair it with, all of the above. So the granola is done. I will show you guys how I would plate this and how I would eat it. Alrighty, so now that we have our super cute, pretty much a parfait, I am going to eat this and get started on my third recipe. I was thinking I would wait until dessert to just do both of them because they technically are both desserts, but I'm going to get started on one of them right now just so they can cook and I don't have too much to do later on for dessert. So my number 3 recipe, my third recipe is going to be apple cider donuts. Now I'm so excited for this. I love a good donut and apple cider is just such a fun, warm, fall, cozy flavor that I'm super excited to try out. So let's get to it.
First thing I did was put my flour into my measuring cup and add that into the bowl. Next, I got some baking soda, put that into my bowl, and some baking powder. Next, I put some pumpkin pie spice, and some salt. I added some coconut sugar and gave that a really good mix. Next, I put my butter into a bowl to heat up and added some vanilla extract to my heated butter. I added the equivalent of 2 egg whites into my wet mixture, almost did my dry. Then I added my wet into my dry and gave that a really good stir. Next, I put the batter into some Ziploc bags and cut off the corner of the Ziploc bag.
I've just finished putting all of the batter into the molds and now I'm gonna throw the donuts into the oven. They're gonna cook for about 8 to 10 minutes and then I will pull them out and show you guys how they look. So the donuts are done. They got a bit over baked. The other side should have the hole, but the top, they just kind of look like cookies. I think I put too much batter in each of the things, in each of the molds, so I have more. I can do another round, and I'm going to do that right now. This is what these looked like. Like I said, the hole is just non-existent really, but I think that's because I overfilled them. Let's try it one more time. I have my new batch of the apple cider donuts going in. I filled them up not as high this time and hopefully we will still have that little circle all the way through.
To make a quick icing, I added some coconut sugar to make it into a powder, added some maple syrup, and a little bit of some maple oat milk, gave that a whirl, and that made a super easy icing.
Okay, I was just in the process of making the icing for the donuts. The other batch is ready, so I'm gonna grab those really quickly and we will see if they look different and if they have the nice hole that I wanted. There is that donut hole I was looking for. Alrighty, we are getting towards the end. I am going to try this beautiful plate of apple cider donuts and let you guys know what they taste like. So excited. I'm honestly pretty full from earlier, so I'm just gonna rip off a piece. Wow, so moist. Really, really good. Delicious. Okay, it has been a few hours. I took a little break with my baking. It was, I love to bake for sure. When it's just recipes in a row, it gets a little deeming. And I had a lot of prep and a lot of cleaning up to do, so I did all of that. And now I'm ready to make my last recipe, pumpkin snickerdoodles. So I am so excited to get started. Let's do it.
To begin making my pumpkin snickerdoodles, first I measured out my flour into my mixing bowl. Then I got some baking soda and put some salt in there. Put some Ceylon cinnamon and some pumpkin pie spice. Then I gave that a mix. Next, I added some butter, 1 egg, another egg, and some pumpkin. Added some coconut sugar into that and gave that a real nice mix. Then I added my wet into my dry. Once again, gave that a real good stir. Once it resembled some cookie dough batter, I knew I was done. I popped that into the freezer for 15 minutes. The recipe said not to overfreeze, so note that. Then, once that was finished, I rolled them into a cinnamon sugar topping and put them onto a baking sheet.
I just grabbed the cookies out of the oven. They look absolutely incredible. I'm going to plate them and then we will try them. Cheers. Not very sweet, which is totally fine. Really good. Tastes like pumpkin. Not too sweet, very chewy. Was super happy with them. And with that, we are finished. I had such a fun time today cooking up a storm with you guys and just spending this cozy day together. I hope you enjoyed my video and all of my recipes. I really hope you guys try these out. Please tag me on Instagram. It's still raining outside and I am cozy. I am gonna have just a nice night curled up on the sofa, probably watching a Halloween movie. You all have an extremely cozy evening like I'm going to have, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.